Well, hello everyone. I am Connie Rose, and I am going to be hosting this call tonight with Mrs. Wendy Brennan. And it is my pleasure and joy to be with you. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to go through our slideshow. Can everybody see that?
Looks good.
Okay, great. Okay. So, again, good evening and welcome. I am Connie Rose. I am a independent quantum living advocate with Solex. I really appreciate you spending your time with me tonight, especially this time of year. There's so much going on with the holidays, and that you took your time out to be with us means a whole lot. I am grateful you were here. I'm going to share some history and science around frequency and frequency wellness. Then I'm going to share about a very special company with some very special software and how we are transforming frequency wellness. Finally, I'm going to share how you could be part of this movement too. I'm honored to be the one sharing this with information with you. So hold on. Something big is coming your way. Here we go. Now I have a technical question. Wendy,
Yeah.
so I know you can see the slide. Do you see like what do you see as far as the speaker? Am I covering up
No.
the
Yeah.
content?
For you, you look like you're covering, but everybody's sitting above the fold there, like in a line.
Okay, good. So people can see the content.
Yeah, you're not covering it. It just looks like that to you.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, we are going to be talking tonight about the cutting edge of healing modalities, using frequency wellness support to improve the health of all parts of us, our body, our heart, our mind, and our soul. So, energy healing is one of the oldest practices known in the world today. Since 4000 BC, yes, BC, healers have understood that our health greatly depends on the quality of energy that flows through and makes up our body. Nobel Peace Nobel Prize winner Dr. Albert St. George says, in every culture and in every medical tradition before ours, healing was accomplished by moving energy. Science has verified this through years of research and discovery. So we're going to be talking a little bit more about what that research showed. In 1918, Max Planck, a German physicist, was awarded the Nobel Prize in physics and became known as the father of quantum theory. When studying atoms, he found that matter really isn't solid. Instead, everything is made of a force that makes tiny particles into atoms vibrate and holds them together like a tiny solar system. In 1921, Albert Einstein was awarded the Nobel Prize for Physics in his vital role in the development of quantum physics, the study of the smallest unit of energy. Most people did not believe his conclusion that energy is all there is until about a decade later. This is one of my favorite Einstein quotes. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. American inventor Nikola Tesla, who was a pioneer of electrical technology, said if you could eliminate certain outside frequencies that interfered in our bodies, we would have greater resistance toward disease. Here's Tesla many years later, after discoveries and inventions under his belt, letting us know if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. There are many devices today that are frequency generating machines. A very common one that you may have heard of is the Rife machine, created by Dr. Royal Rife in 1920. Dr. Rife found that every disease has a frequency. And that makes sense because everything has a frequency. So he back 100 years ago, he knew that every disease had a frequency. He also found that certain frequencies can prevent the development of disease, and other frequencies would actually destroy the disease. Substances of higher frequency will destroy diseases of lower frequency. You could think of disease, or like I like to call it, dis ease as misinformation, disharmony. The body has received an error of information and has moved away from its perfect blueprint frequency. We have these perfect blueprint frequencies in all parts of our cell. That's how we were designed. Rife successfully treated 1,000 patients diagnosed with incurable cancer in the 1930s. And for that, he was honored with 14 awards and an honorary doctorate. So take note, Rife's impact was correcting issues for an already diagnosed disease. What if there was a way to correct or even prevent a physical diagnosis? Wouldn't you prefer to prevent anything from manifesting in the physical to begin with? Stay tuned for more. A few years later, in 1939, Semyon Kirlian, who was a Russian electrical technician, discovered what is now known as Kirlian photography. He used pulsed high voltage frequencies to take pictures of the radiating energy fields that surround all living things. Everything found in, on, under, and above the universe has its own unique energy vibration, and that's including you. In the 1940s, Dr. Harold Saxon Burr, a medical researcher at Yale University, determined that pathology could be detected in the energy field of the body long before symptoms began to emerge in the body. We now know that the body is 40 to 60% involved in the disease when a symptom first occurs in the physical body. Dr. Burr proposed that diseases could be prevented by adjusting or manipulating the energy field of the person. You're going to want to stay with me because this is exactly what we do with our frequency wellness software. The results of a 1940 study done by Oxford biophysicist C.W.F. McClare found, I love this, that energy signals are 100 times more efficient and infinitely faster than physical chemical signaling. So now you're beginning to see the power of frequencies. In 1956, Japanese scientists did groundbreaking research and proved that beyond a shadow of a doubt that there are both electric and magnetic forces in the body. By exposing the body to pulsing electromagnetic fields, they created electrical charges on the cellular level, and this altered cell metabolism. Scientific studies have confirmed that the human body is controlled by and regulated by a quantum energy field. We are electromagnetic beings with frequency patterns throughout our energy field. This field has resonance reactions and self-correcting capacities. Each cell in our body operates at a certain vibrational frequency. Together, these frequencies form an energy pattern unique to each individual. I happen to call that your frequency blueprint or your biosphere. In scripture, it says that we are made in his image. However, no one is ever able to tell me what did that actually mean? What did that look like specifically? Now that science has identified what the perfect frequency is for each part of our frequency blueprint, I like to call that perfect energy field blueprint the divine frequency blueprint. Think of your frequency blueprint as your personal distinctive thumbprint or address. In the universe, every human thought, emotion, and action has a certain vibrational energy pattern. Viruses, bacteria, fungi, parasites, diseases, etc., all also have resonant energy patterns. Our cells network together to keep our body in harmony. Stress produces erratic vibrations that lead to disharmony, followed by injury and dis-ease. The body's very first indication that not all is well is vibration or electromagnetic signals. In 1964, a SQUID, which stands for Superconducting Quantum Interface Device, was invented by scientists at the Ford Research Labs. Using this device, scientists have learned that all of the tissues and organs of the body produce specific magnetic vibrations and biomagnetic fields. It has been determined that the biomagnetic field in the space around the body gives a more accurate reading of the patient's health than traditional electric measurements like the EEG or the EKG. Western medicine acknowledges and accepts the existence of this electromagnetic field without reservation, but for many years only measured the electrical component of it. The EKG, which measures the electrical impulses of the heart, was first used in 1895, and the EEG, which measures the electrical activity of the brain, was first used 100 years ago in 1924. So since 1913, what we now termed in Western medical approach to medicine has changed focuses, and it shifted to the external cause of the disease, dramatic intervention, and symptom suppression. Also, the development of the pharmaceutical industry has greatly influenced the shift of the Western medicine paradigm from treating the root causes of the disease and disorders and viewing the body from a holistic perspective to now only a strong focus on medicating the symptoms. And even though Americans make up only 5% of the whole world's population, we consume 65% of the world's pharmaceutical drugs. We take in more drugs than all the rest of the world combined. Big Pharma spends 19 times more on advertising than on research. Let that sink in. With this influence in what has become a multi-billion-dollar industry, the true traditional approach to healing all of a sudden became alternative, and more natural modalities of healing, such as biofeedback, were unfairly portrayed as unscientific and new age. Today, mainstream science and Western medicine once again are beginning to acknowledge the existence of the energy meridians used by ancient Chinese medical doctors for thousands of years. Scientific research continues to confirm that we are beings of energy as technology continues to advance. Scientists and doctors are realizing the importance of keeping the body in a state of balance. We call that homeostasis. The latest scientific and medical research proving how healthy you are is directly related to how balanced your energy field is. So the role of frequency wellness today. Frequency wellness software uses non-invasive technology to scan and harmonize the body's energy. Applications include stress reduction, disease prevention, and health optimization, as well as neural growth. Frequency wellness technology, which scans and harmonizes energy imbalances, has evolved into a widely recognized practice with applications in medical and therapeutic settings, promoting health and well-being by adjusting energy patterns. Bruce Lipton is a cell biologist who wrote a book called Biology of Belief. It's a great book. I highly recommend it. He is considered the father of epigenetics. When asked by a sound vibration practitioner how effective he believes frequency is, he responded, now you might recognize this. This is what he said: frequency intervention on a cell is 100 times more effective than chemical intervention. And here's why. When you take a pill of any kind, your body has to process it. Medicine is a frequency also because everything is a frequency. So you have to exert all the energy to process the pill as it gets converted inside the body, digested, then synthesized by the liver, and then it has to be excreted. So time-wise and effectiveness-wise, it's not a very efficient process. Plus, you get side effects from the medicine. With frequency, it is instantaneous receipt of the frequency as it hits the vagus nerve in your ear and travels directly to the brain. It can go to work without anything getting in its way. The AO scan by Solex is the latest in biofeedback and technology. It detects thousands of energetic aberrations, which means a state or condition markedly different from the norm. The difference between the AO scan technology and other biofeedback devices is that most only measure the resistance, offering one-way assessments. The AO scan technology evaluates and then optimizes the entire energy body. It has been designed to identify and relieve stress patterns. which are the underlying cause of disease and disorders. The AO scan technology facilitates healing through energetic intervention using biofeedback and bioresonance to stimulate the body's own healing mechanisms. The AO scan technology relies on 40 plus years of research conducted in the field of bioenergetics and bioresponse. Now, let me put it in layman's terms and show you exactly what I said. So, at the core of what the AO scan software does is it first reads your energy blueprint, right? Then it compares it to what I call that divine blueprint. And then it says, okay, these are the frequencies Connie needs to pull her frequency blueprint into alignment with the divine blueprint. That is optimization. And here's the thing, as awesome as our software is, the real miracle is the body. We are designed, when we're brought back into balance, our body's designed to return to wholeness. So that's in our design. Like I said, every cell of our body has this picture of a divine blueprint of what it's supposed to be. So this wraps up part one. I wanted to share this part with you to show you that our technology is solidly built on laws of physics. So in part two, I'm going to guide you through the 9 modules of our frequency wellness software. So I'm sure you're curious about what this software can do for you and your loved ones. So let's dive in. So first, let me tell you about this very special company, Solex. So here's Lauren Swinton in the top right screen. He's the older gentleman in the gray shirt. He is our CEO and founder. I'm going to tell you, he actually started the company in our parent company in the 1980s because he and his wife adopted a little boy with cerebral palsy. Now, as you know, the medical world has no answer for healing cerebral palsy. So literally, like, this is the before we had the internet, right? So Lauren and his wife literally traveled the world. They were in Russia, in Germany, in Spain, in China, different parts of the United States, all across the world, looking for a solution. And he found it. And I will tell you, fast forward, they were able to heal all the symptoms of his son's cerebral palsy. His son now works for the company and displays no signs of cerebral palsy. And that's been going on for a long time. Next to Lauren Svensson are Kai and Shelby Larson. They are married. Kai is our president and Shelby is our VP of field development. This company is all about cutting edge science. The highest quality and integrity that I've ever seen in the company. They actually have a chemistry lab to compare the results from what's going on in the body frequency wise and chemistry wise. So this talks about Lauren and his wife. And you can see here in 1988 on the left, Lauren Swinson's quest to share life-changing technology with the world began in 1988 with the production of various technologies and devices such as the Theta bed. I got to experience the Theta chamber. Now they call it the Theta chamber. It's a pretty amazing piece of technology. And then in 2008, Lauren traveled to China at a trade show and he acquired the rights to bring back this digital body scan and then released it as the AO scan in 2012, which initially was designed for patient visits. This machine was about $38,000 and mostly chiropractors, functional medicine doctors had it in their offices. It was a clinical setting. And then actually in 2020, they decided to move the technology into a software design. And I was blessed to be a part of the beta testing process back in the fall of 2020. And then Solex was born January of 21. So what is this technology? It is the first and only frequency wellness app that optimizes the physical body, balances the emotional body, and it even reprograms the mind so that not only you live longer, you actually live younger longer for less than $5 a day. It's also an educational tool that helps you learn about your body's performance and at the same time allows for the correction of those imbalances. It is based on the works of scientists, some of the scientists that we just talked about, such as Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, Marie Curie, Raymond Rife, and many others, who are united by their belief that everything at its most fundamental level is energy. So, what can this AO scan do for you? In my opinion, it is the ultimate preventative health device balancing your entire biofield. So, let me explain this to you. When dis-ease occurs, like I mentioned before, they know that it enters the energy body first. So, how we're kind of arranged like is out here we have our spiritual body. So something like the imbalance appears in the spiritual body first, and if it's not addressed, then it goes into the mental body, and if it's not addressed, then it appears in the emotional body, and then if it's not addressed still, guess what, it shows up in the physical body. And when a disease leaves the body, it goes out the same way. And unless and until you clear all those things in the field, that's why I think people keep having reoccurrences of different diseases, or they get a flu and then it can't go away. And it's because it's still in their field. And no one is addressing the field until now. It can instantly email reports to the user. It conducts scans in person, over the phone. I do a lot of scanning with clients over Zoom. I've Zoomed with people literally all over the world. And so you could create unlimited user profiles. It is safe, non-invasive, and it's affordable and totally comprehensive. So what can the AO scan address? So I know you're remembering the first part of our presentation and wondering, like, well, what can this actually do for me and my loved ones? So we actually have over 171,000 biofrequencies in our scanner, and you can scan those in less than 6 minutes. And it'll do things like blood biology, food sensitivities, body systems, toxicities. Boy, oh boy, do we live in a toxic environment. Organs, chakras, meridians, those energy centers in the body, viruses, hormones, chemistry panels, minerals, and more. So we identify what's going on, then we optimize, leading to a state of being harmonized. Okay, so right now now I say currently because when I got to be a beta tester, we just started off with the inner voice scan, and we had Cephii, and then like we started adding things along the way. So currently we have quick scan, easy scan, inner voice scan, vital scan, body systems, comprehensive, multi-scan, Cephii, and the AO Mind Sync. So let me tell you a little bit about quick scan. The quick scan technology performs morning, midday, and evening scans. As part of the scan process, supplements and therapies can be uploaded and utilized in your morning, midday, evening routines. So in addition, you can perform a custom scan and a PET scan on your fur babies. The quick scan process uses sound harmonizing techniques that generates an audio frequency. The results provide a frequency recording that balances your current emotional state, as well as color suggestions and musical tones to assist in creating that homeostatic state. The color suggestions indicate which shade of light wave optical glasses would best improve your emotional state in that moment. Quick Scan also has energetic frequencies for clearing and shielding your state of balance and energy. Clearing allows you to eliminate negative vibrations from your surroundings. Shielding protects you from any negative vibrations or energy. We now also have EMF Shield as part of our software. So get this is something I found out. Did you know that there are over 20,000 satellites with 5G technology in our Earth's biosphere, sending out radiation to our planet? Did you know that? 20,000. Did you know that these satellites are water destructurizing devices? And oh, by the way, our body, 70% water, over 70% water. So I know I am very grateful that I could shield myself and my family from this very harmful radiation. In addition, Quick Scan conducts 3-minute boost sessions to optimize your energetic state for various categories, including supercharger, focus, relax, grounding, neuroaerobics. The morning, midday, and evening scans and the additional scan features offered are designed to be performed every day. So the easy scan is the most convenient and simplest way to perform inner voice, vitals, and comprehension scan all together, with all the associated optimizations all in under 6 minutes. The inner voice technology uses a sound harmonizing technique that generates a balancing audio frequency derived from the voice spectrum to diminish frequencies that are in excess and supplement frequencies that we lack. The vital scan module is a concise snapshot of the blueprint frequencies being produced by the blood, organs, and systems of the body. The comprehensive scan technology performs a detailed scan of frequencies from over 130 organs, cells, bones, and chromosomes. Easy Scan will also automatically perform the associated optimizations, that's that corrections, right, for the vitals and comprehensive scan. Optimization is essential. I'm going to say this again. Optimization is essential. That's what brings us back into balance. It'll pick up anything that's out of range and will generate canceling frequencies that will help your organs and systems achieve a state of homeostasis, which is complete balance. The Easy Scan reports contains your inner voice, vitals, and comprehensive scan results all in one place. I love it. I do it every day. So a little bit more about inner voice. So do you think that you could beat a lie detector test? Well, think again. Your voice will always tell the truth, whether you want it to or not. Did you know that your thoughts and your emotions are actually imprinted on your vocal cords? No amount of masking your voice can change that fact. Our inner voice scan is derived from the same technology as a lie detector test, analyzing over 24,000 frequencies. The inner voice program helps harmonize your emotional state by improving moods, concentration, creativity, and emotional intelligence. Many often report sleeping better, as well as a decrease in stress and even a decrease in pain. This program records a 10-second snippet of your voice to isolate and analyze imbalances in your emotional state that present themselves through your vocal cords. The inner voice report will then display 3 notes or octaves that are excessively out of balance, as well as the main octave that is being suppressed. 5 custom audio files are then generated and can be emailed to you. 3 audios address the conscious mind. 1 audio addresses the unconscious mind. And then the last one, the 5th audio, combines all 4. So you get the 3 conscious and the 1 unconscious all in one recording. These therapeutic songs, called balancing harmonics, will then play. These tones are unique to your specific energy needs. These music files incorporate radionics, binaural beats, and other frequencies to support the balance of your emotional and mental well-being. It is best to listen to these tones first thing in the morning and right before you go to bed and throughout the day when you need either a pick-me-up or just want to be back into emotional balance. Vitals. The vital scan analyzes the energetic state of your blood biology to identify which areas are out of balance. Then it sends those optimizing frequencies to reset the oscillation of these areas needing help. The information obtained from the scan includes reports of before and after optimization of areas like heavy metals, mold and human toxicities, food and environmental sensitivities, nutritional analysis of micro, macro minerals, vitamins, bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites, a full CBC panel, a hormone panel, chakras, meridians, gastrointestinal functions, immune functions, detoxification panels, cardiovascular and cerebrovascular areas, and more. This module of the AO scan technology performs a complete scan of over 800 blueprint frequencies associated with each bodily function and performs the analysis in under 1 minute. This specific scan is a concise snapshot of the blueprint frequencies in relationship to the frequencies being produced by the blood, organs, glands, and systems of the body. So the comprehensive scan. The comprehensive scan performs a detailed scan of over 130 organs, cells, bones, and chromosomes in the body. The comprehensive scan also provides a graphical report that so you actually get to see the parts of the body. I've learned so much about the biology of the body just by reading the reports. So it'll display variances from homeostasis ranging from 1 to 9. So the numbers 1 to 4. So if you had 1 to 9, 5 is in the middle, right? So under 5, so 5 is complete balance. So those numbers under 5 are underperforming, underactive, right? Those are things that are chronic, that have been around for a while. The numbers above 5, that's 6 through 9, those are things that are overperforming, hypoactive. They're too much. And typically those are acute issues. So frequency optimization will pick up anything that's out of range and then will generate those canceling frequencies that'll help balance your organs or systems to achieve that state of homeostasis. This mode of technology offers a complete library of information that is constantly being upgraded on a regular basis. And that's for all the modules, actually. They're continually expanding and bringing new information and new modules on board. Multi-scan is one of those new modules. We just got this in September. So we can now scan and optimize a group of up to 16 people at once. This, I'm telling you, is a major time saver. First, it runs the vital scan, a complete vital scan, and optimizes each person individually, but at the same time. Then it runs the comprehensive scan based on what shows up in that vital scan, and then it optimizes. It's totally custom for each person. And you can even email the report separately. Now, here's the exciting thing. You can see this is my actual multi-scan. And I have different people on here. And then I have my cats, because my cats are part of my family. And they can be, I send frequencies to them. And now they cannot be scanned yet. That is coming soon. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the body system scan. So the body system scan performs a complete and thorough scan of hundreds of blueprint frequencies associated with the 13 body systems. Plus, now we have a hormone, and we just added the chemistry panel, also just this September. And it performs optimizing analysis in each area. The scan complements the results provided in the vitals and comprehensive scan to specifically highlight the body systems that need support. The scan generates a 29-page data report that includes a specific analysis for each system in the body. The systems included are urinary, chromosomes, human cell and mitochondria, circulation, connective tissue, digestion, endocrine, lymphatic, musculoskeletal, nervous, respiratory, sensory nervous, integumentary, a hormone panel, and a chemistry panel. Pretty complete. Now here we have Cepheid. Cepheid is another one of those shining stars in our AO scan technology. Let me tell you what Cepheid stands for. Cepheid stands for Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter. And this technology is designed to capture, amplify, and imprint frequencies that can either be broadcast to an individual anywhere in the world or imprinted into an object. We can even scan multiple categories to see what your body needs at that moment. We have a document with over 48 pages listing frequency in this category alone, including quantum reach, quantum affirmations, chakras. We even have essential oil frequencies, quantum frequencies in the body, Bach flower and bush flower essences, homeopathic remedies, no-sodes, cell salts, minerals, detox frequency, and last but not least, we have Cepheid dots, which I call quantum acupuncture, because literally you can imprint frequencies into a holographic sticker, place on an acupoint, and then the frequencies go into your energy body continuously. I know these patches are on the market, and they'll be for a specific thing like sleep or energy or weight loss or stem cells. Our Cepheid dots literally can be custom programmed to anything that you want, and it continuously feeds that frequency into your energy body. It's pretty powerful. I love them. Oh, I'm going to go back. So we could also create custom playlists with up to 15 frequencies to address specific issues. And if that isn't enough, you can see on the slide here, we have an erase feature. This feature changed my life. It allows us to erase features that are not supposed to be there. So, one way I use this feature is by erasing my jewelry or water before I imprint them with the frequency that I want. But this is how it changed my life. I also used it to erase pain from my body. As I said before, everything's a frequency. So, pain is also a frequency. And did you know it could be erased? We also have an imprint feature allowing us to scan the frequency of something and then imprint it into another substance, typically water, sugar pellets, or jewelry. I tell people that the only limit to this technology is our imagination. I'm going to just let you know, when I was telling you about the pain and how it changed my life, this software came into my life 5 months after my 18-year-old son tragically had a massive heart attack and instantly went to heaven. It was a very dark period in my life, and I actually was in a wheelchair. And I know that dis-ease shows up in the body, emotions show up in all the diseases, right? Well, my knees and my back were like I couldn't walk. And it made sense because my knees, what do our knees do? Our knees move us forward. I did not want to move forward. I wanted to go back and be with my son. And so my body said, okay, we'll shut it down. And it did. And when my friend called and said, hey, there's this new technology, they're looking for beta testers. I know you're not doing well. What do you think? And I'm like, get it. Like, what do I need to do? Here's my card. So, like, send it to me as fast as you can. And like I said, I was in a wheelchair, and using this technology, really, it's the inner voice and this erase button. I was able to go from being in a wheelchair to a walker to a cane. And for the last 3.5 years, I've been working out at a biofit facility that has like just done amazing things to restore my body. Um, so I really owe my life to this software. So also in Cephi, we have the ability to broadcast up to 5 custom playlists, up to 16 people at a time. Again, this is another huge time saver. This is a module that we just added last September, September 23. So MindSync is an affirmation hemisync programming tool that delivers your own custom affirmations using your own voice through binaural engineering. It is the ultimate biohack to quickly reprogram the unconscious mind. Paired with inner voice, it activates the brain heart coherence, which is one of the most powerful states you can be in. Just imagine what your life will look like when you eliminate those limiting beliefs and replace them with the beliefs that will serve your current goals. The sky really is the limit. And I'm telling you, I get to live this gift every day. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to, I used to say Miss Wendy Brennan because I was just, that sounds a little sassier. And she's actually Mrs. Wendy Brennan. So, and I adore her husband. I don't want to ever discard his contribution. So, this is Mrs. Wendy Brennan. And she has a history of working in nutrition for like, what did you say, like 20 years, Wendy?
Over that, yeah, 2001, I got involved in Whole Foods, and it was kind of a new subject as far as supplementation went with Whole Foods. And I've never stopped recommending it because it's the right thing. The right thing to be recommending. So yes, I was definitely excited when they released the core products at conference. Beyond excited. Hard to explain how excited because yeah, let's just talk about it. So I'll just say I was introduced to the scanner by a friend of mine and Connie's. And this woman who introduced us, she didn't really know how to present, so she brought Connie along to show it to us. And at that time, Connie, I didn't really know her, but she was going through the modules just like she did for you and explaining more in a casual atmosphere around our kitchen table. But towards the end, she asked my husband if he had any pain in his body, and he said, not normally, but this week my foot is killing me. And she said, well, let's try something. So she had done an inner voice for us during the presentation. And then at this point, she did those erases. And when she says erases can take away pain, he turned to me in like a minute and a half and he said, this is crazy. I said, what? He goes, my pain is gone. I said, gone, gone. He said, 100% gone. And I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, we did not expect that. Connie did not come over to treat us for pain. She didn't even know us that well. So that question she asked, she didn't know what kind of answer we were going to give. And it was very serendipitous, and I told her and Dawn about an issue I had. And next thing you know, within, about 10, 12 minutes, I'm 90% out of pain and we're blown away. And the rest is history, as they say, because we were so excited. We started sharing with other people. And it's been a great, wonderful, at this point of this video, December 1924, we've been doing this for about 18 months with great results with a lot of people. All right, but let's switch from frequency to the food. Okay, so in addition to offering our incredible quantum frequency comprehensive software, Solix now has introduced high frequency food to support your wellness journey. Solix will only bring products into the market that are a major improvement over what is currently offered in the marketplace, and they price them more affordably as well. They actually brought a brand new person into the Solix company who came from a long history of working with nutritional network marketing companies, and that was his mandate. We're not interested if it already exists, but if it does already exist, what can we do that's above and beyond compelling and unique, and at a better price point than what's available? So Jake's not allowed to introduce anything unless they can meet all those mandates. All right. So what exactly is a high frequency food? That would be food that has a living frequency of over 500 hertz. Every Solix high frequency product is electrically charged, enabling higher vibrational energy. It's raw, alive, and active whole food, harvested fresh and sourced from the best places on earth. A high frequency food keeps your body at harmony. Okay, so there's 4 products in that line. AO Youth is an age-defying high-frequency food. There are 3 major causes of aging, and I had not heard of this until the conference. So there's something called AGEs. That's Advanced Glycation End Product, and that increases. This damages your cells, your NAD, and now here's another one. NAD plus is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Yeah, easy for me to say, which is a critical metabolite that generates energy. It declines. So anyway, the NAD plus will boost. This boosts NAD and it declines, and collagen. I'm not saying this very well. I apologize. There's a lot here. But it will protect the organs and cells. So the things that are bad and increase, this decreases. The things that you want to increase, it will increase in that. And that's how it's going to fight the aging. So this is the first and only clinically designed liquid nano age-defying complex that has all 28 collagen peptides. If you just ask the average person on the street, they'll say there's 3, 4, maybe 6, collagens. People are not aware that there's 28. It contains all the electrolytes, health span, fusion complex, and all the essential branch chain amino acids that will decrease those AGEs, boost the NAD production, and increase the collagen production throughout your body for that longer health span. And it was awarded the Master Chef's Best Tasting Award. So they do a blind test, and the master chefs, actually tell them which one they thought was best. AO Biome would be our next one in the core bundle. Did you know that we have 6 major biomes that make up the total human biome? That would be your digestive, your urobiome, respiratory, skin biome, ocular, and reproductive biome. Our understanding of the link between the human microbiome and disease, including cardiometabolic function, inflammatory bowel, joint health, and mental health, is rapidly expanding. Microbiome diversity is linked to the healthy aging and increased longevity. Solix has a high-frequency diverse microbiome formula targeting the whole human microbiome to help protect your body and those you love. AO Biome is the first and only clinically designed product with pre, pro, and postbiotics. Has healthy fungi, bacteriophages, which are healthy viruses, and that helps restore microbial diversity and balance for optimal microbiome health and metabolic wellness. Next, we have AOZyme. Did you know that as we age, we lose the ability to produce enzymes that break down foods? And our busy lifestyle leads to the growth of unhealthy bacteria. The result is our metabolism struggles to convert food into energy, making it difficult to stay young and lean. Aozymes is the first and only clinically designed high-frequency product with the right cocktail of enzymes, bile extract, and cofactors that help break down proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and other difficult-to-digest foods, which accelerate metabolic function. It supports healthy digestion and metabolism, decreases digestive issues, supports gut barrier integrity, and improves skin health, respiratory and immune systems, and a healthy inflammatory response. And as a secondary benefit, it supports your body with wound healing, inflammatory response, joint pain, and scar tissue. All right, AO gut. Did you know that 1 in 3 adults have cardiometabolic syndrome, significantly increasing the risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, unbalanced cortisol levels, blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and other health issues, including adrenal fatigue? And less than 10% of the population gets 5 vegetables and fruits daily. This is a $252.2 billion problem. AOGUT is the first and only high-frequency clinically developed product formulated with cardiometabolic support, cortisol balancing actives, digestive health and immune boosting nutrients, providing 5 to 7 servings of veggies for total metabolic wellness. This was also awarded the Master Best Chef Tasting Award. So 2 of them are liquids, and then the other 2 come in a capsule form. And they're tiny capsules. You'll be pleased to know they're easy to swallow. All right, so in a study that was done, the AO gut had unmatched metabolic success, as you can see with these other very well-known different types of diets that people have done. And the participants lost an average of, was it 10 pounds per month, I believe, Connie? Is that right?
Yeah, 10.8.
10.8 pounds lost in a month, yes. All right, quantum frequency tools. Am I going to cover that, Connie, or are you going to take over?
You're doing great. You want to keep going?
I can give it a shot. I haven't practiced this part, so I may turn it over to you if I have to.
We can do it together. Yeah, go ahead. And
Okay, sounds great.
I would like to talk about the hub.
Okay, awesome. All right. So last year, Solix responded to the demand in the market for higher quality quantum frequency tools, and they introduced our Infinity line. So our Infinity line of products include the illuminator. If you look to the top left, you see a little tiny picture. That's the red light illuminator. And that's so nice because you can direct it very particularly on an area. People with migraines, they can put it up to their head and help relieve migraines. Thyroid issues, put it right there for yourself, and really just anywhere else that you would want to do that. Anything about the illuminator I missed before I move on, Connie?
It's also great for your skin.
So you just
for my skin. Yeah.
And for wrinkles?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm really 84. No.
Just teasing. I'm glad you mentioned that though, because as long as I've known it and used it, I never thought about it for wrinkles. Like I'll probably be a little more vain next time and go to work on that. Okay. All right. And then the 660 band is going to be to the top right. And that's your red light therapy. You're going to put it on kind of like an Apple Watch, but put it underneath here so that the red light is going right into your veins. And that's going to feed oxygen to your blood. And it does one more thing. I always blank on this one. Oxygen, reduces inflammation throughout the body. So red light's extremely powerful for reducing inflammation. Anything else before I move on?
You're doing great.
Great. Because I don't have detailed notes here. I just have the names. Okay. Yep. The Infinity PEMF mat. I can speak pretty well to this one because I have it and I love it. And whenever my back is just feeling not right, I will lay on this thing and it just, I don't know. It makes me better than I've been in a long, long time. So this uses pulsating electromagnetic frequency. And that's really important because there's a lot of mats on the market that are kind of stable with the electromagnetic frequency, and your body gets used to that. And you always want to keep your body kind of guessing and trying to get into sync with that. And now see all the different colors. It has every different chakra stone throughout, and the different settings. There's 4 different lights: red, yellow, blue, and green, and they all represent a different state, like theta. I love that. Okay, so I learned how powerful theta was when I would be like a little tired in the evening, but I didn't want to go to bed or be lazy all night. So I'm like, I'm just going to go take a little rest. And about the 6th time, I convinced myself I was just going to take a little not even a cat nap. I'm just going to take a little rest, and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to feel better. I was like, gone, just gone. And then 3 hours later, I'm like crawling off of this thing going, oh my gosh, I haven't washed my face. I haven't brushed my teeth. I got to go to bed. So I don't do that anymore. I'm fully sure that theta is powerful. But the others, we have gamma, and I don't have them written out because I don't use them all right now. I usually just go for it with the theta. And then the infinity terahertz wand is next to that. I recently have had a lot of firsthand knowledge how powerful this is. And I'd like to share on here, just for any advocates that are listening. There's another company that may still be around, but they had a product. It was a nice little bundle line of cosmetics. And they did what they called the puppy dog approach. And they would give people the whole thing to use for a week. And then you would love the product, because they were good products. So you would love them when you were done with them. And then you would be like, I want to order the whole line, right? Well, we've been sharing the terahertz wand, which is a little scary because it's a little bit higher priced item, but we just hope people take good care of it. And they have been. They have amazing results. And then they just want to order one because they don't want to give it back. So we had a quantum living advocate that was bedridden with sciatica. Yeah. And in 2 days of using the wand, she was out of bed. And then I have another advocate who had an erupting breast cancer, and it was inflamed and just angry. And it reversed all that. And it's amazing. So I am a huge fan of that wand. Okay, so the next one would be the Infinity radio frequency foot detox. Kind of, since you have that and use it, I want you to talk about it because I know how much you love it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to say one more thing about the terahertz one. So the
Sure.
terahertz frequency, so there's other terahertz ones. And like Wendy said earlier, like unless we can do it better, we're not going to do it at all. And so so what a terahertz frequency is, it's the frequency of a perfect healthy cell in the body. So it reminds that cell to go back into vibration, go back into that perfect vibration. So that's kind of the science behind the terahertz part of it. And we don't stop there. Our wand also has red light therapy and blue light therapy. And we also have a gold and silver interchange. So we're getting the benefits of that silver ion therapy and the gold ion therapy. Now, just like the F mat has the all the chakra stones in it, our infinity wand also has all the chakra stones in it. So like it is unparalleled to what is in the market. I'm just telling you. And it's so much sturdier. Because I had a different terahertz wand, and it is like night and day. So I just want to put those little differences in, and that's why our products are just better. Now,
thank you for all those details, because it really is what makes it stand apart. It's like I know that PMF mat has everything the $6,000 mats have at like 1/5 the price.
yes, and our PEMF, the pulse magnetic energy moves; it's traveling randomized. Yeah.
So it like has the same things and better, right?
Yes, it is amazing. So the Infinity Radio Frequency Foot Detox, I've had an ion foot bath for, I don't even know, years, 20, 30 years. And it was a pain to like dump the water and clean, it's a mess. When this came out, I'm like, wait a minute, I could have a foot detox with better benefits with not having to deal with the water. And I just put my feet on this plate. And what it does is it raises your internal body temperature for like at least like a degree. Now, what that does, if you're familiar with how fevers actually work, because like the pharmaceutical companies will tell you, like you need an aspirin or you need a Tylenol or you need an Advil to get that fever down. The fever is the body's way of heating it up so that then that will like kill all the things that are not supposed to be there. So in addition to the detoxing benefits that you get from raising your body's temperature without the, nothing's triggering it, like you're not sick, but it's raising your body temperature. And then that teal thing next to the detox is like it's a wrap that you can put around your organs. And so you're getting that heat there as well. It's amazing. It is like it's one of my favorite ways to detox now.
And I understand that that wrap helps to detox the liver.
Yeah, you can put it, yeah, it's over like your all your major organs, and it's really great. It's a easy way to detox your liver, which is always our poor livers these days with the things that we put in our environment to smell and breathe, and the food that we eat, the water that we drink, even the thoughts that we think can create toxins in the body. I mean, we need to be continually being aware of cleaning out our system. So we have frequency solutions for that, and then we also have this infinity line of products that help with that. um,
Okay, I'll go on to the rain.
yes, please.
Okay, so as you see, it kind of looks like a shower head.
It
You
does.
get to sit underneath it and relax, and it's going to drop 900,000 negative ions on you. If you don't know what negative ions are, let me just tell you, they're actually positive for you. They're good. They're a
Yes.
good thing. And part of the reason, like when you go to the beach and you're around the ocean or you are under a waterfall, you just feel so good, is because the negative ions are being generated from the, I guess it's the action of the water. I'm not exactly sure of every scientific thing, but that's where you will find lots of negative ions. That's why a lot of people want to live near a beach, not just the sounds and the smells, but it actually makes you feel different. And to put it in perspective, a waterfall has 10,000 average negative ions. So you're looking at 90 times the amount of negative ions coming down on you. And it's a 45-minute session. And is there anything you want to add to it, Connie? Because we got to experience this live and in
We
person
did.
in
We
Utah,
did.
if you want to talk
It's
about that center.
Well, at the end of the 45 minutes, it literally rejuvenates. So the energy center of our body is our mitochondria. And so it rejuvenates and fills up like those little batteries. It fills them up in 45 minutes so that it totally recharges you. In Eastern medicine, they believe that the root of every disease is a lack of energy. That's why they've been using this for 6,000 years, right? And so this, like literally, like because we're basically all of our cells are little batteries, and this recharges your batteries. So, like Wendy was saying, so like some negative ion, like you could get negative ions in other concentrations. Like if you're at the beach, you're getting about 2,500 to 10,000. In the ocean, a little bit more, 10,000 to 20,000. At the waterfall, like she was saying, 10,000 to 100,000. So now you're getting more, but like, how many waterfalls are you like hanging out by? you know, I'm not. Your own backyard, about 200 is the negative ions in your own backyard. Now, inside your house, less than 100, less than 100. So to have this negative ion generator that generates over, now the reason why we say 900,000 plus is because the measuring tool only goes to 900,000. So it goes beyond that, and we don't know, the max out of it because we've maxed out the tool. So very amazing, very powerful. Okay, so I'm going to take over again and talk about one of my favorite things. And this, I believe, is our biggest announcement that we've ever had in the history of Solex. So, do you remember when I was telling you about Lauren's son, Michael, and how he developed this theta chamber? And this theta chamber has used for like different aspects. So, it used the light therapy. So, you would wear goggles. It used the binaural beats in the headphones. It had clips that you wear. that generate frequencies into your vagus nerve. It would send you frequencies based on what you were looking for, right? And then this theta chamber would also move. Now, this device is $78,500. So also remember this AO scan, the original AO scan was $38,000. And Lauren had a commitment like, how can I get the price down such that it's affordable for every family in the world? And that's why we have what we have now. So he was thinking, well, if I could take this $38,000 device and turn it into less than $5 a day, I wonder what I could do with the theta chamber. Now, the theta chamber also spun around. So one of those five components, that's this vestibular stimulation, that also impacted the brain. And in 3 to 4 weeks, he was able to literally rewire the brain. And he thought, we're gonna go into test mode here and see what if we had everything but the vestibular movement, and could we get the price down and get this powerful technology in the hands of people around the world? And they did it. So I want to introduce to you our Infinity Hub. It is a mind engagement system. So what does that mean? It literally grows new neural pathways in the brain. It is cutting edge science designed to enhance mental clarity. There are so many things. Focus, overall wellness through advanced brainwave technology. He has leveraged decades of scientific research. It offers a comprehensive approach to cognitive health as well as physical health. So you could target certain brainwave states. So this technology has the ability to put your brain into theta. Now, in a 30-minute session, so when you sleep at night, you naturally go into theta, but you're only getting about 12 minutes in the 8-hour sleep of real deep theta. Theta is where you repair, restore, heal your body. In a 30-minute session on the hub, you get 26 minutes of theta. It's, again, like, this blows my mind. You could put your brain into alpha. What's alpha good for? Creativity and mental clarity. You can also put your brain into beta waves. So we're naturally spending more time in beta and alpha during our awake time. Beta waves is cognitive activity, problem solving. But recently, in the last probably decade or two, they've identified new waves called gamma waves. Now, our brain only goes into gamma like minuscule parts of a second, very tiny amount. This is hyper focus and advanced processing. Like, I have a pretty high functioning brain. When I go into gamma, the amount of things I could get done, it is amazing. So I know, like, if I have a work day that I just need to like be very productive, man, I go spend 30 minutes with this gamma waves and whoo, off to the racetrack I go. So you can see we still have those white light goggles that engages the brain. We have the differentiated auto stimulation with the ear phones. We have the cranial frequency stimulators, those little clips. We have like that. And then we also have the frequencies that you can plug it into. It is powered by our AO scan software. They also have it compatible. Now we have future ready ports. And I'm going to tell you, we just recently, I don't even have it in the screen yet because they haven't even started shipping them out yet, but lasers are also coming. So we could run these high powered, clinically designed lasers with this hub as well. So what are some of the benefits? Energize, rejuvenate, improve mood and meditation, boost cognitive function, achieve deep restorative sleep, support healthy habits and learning. So you can see under this list, there's a whole list of dependencies. I'm not going to read them to you. And just know, like it will literally rewire the brain for a healthy brain pattern, and then use that brain pattern, and then the rest of the brain, the patterns that are no longer serving the body, that it's called trimming. That is actually the technical term, is called trimming. And those brain patterns basically disintegrate if they're not, like, use it, lose it, use it or lose it. And so we can also, there's physical issues that we can address and emotional issues. And I'm telling you, when he announced this at our event in September, because if you look under the physical list, there is a category for autism. And what I know is that 1 in 30 children are now being diagnosed with autism. And I don't know of a medical intervention currently in the traditional medical field that addresses this. Now we have that. I'm telling you, it is life changing. Look at the dependencies. People's families and lives are ruined because of addiction. This addresses every addiction, chemical, drug, behavioral addictions. And then, of course, the emotional stuff. Like it starts, just look at the top of the list, it starts with anxiety. We have an anxiety filled culture, especially since all the craziness in 2020. And the reason why we have 3 different depressions is because depression in the brain is wired differently if it's a mood or a circumstance or due to side effect of drugs. This technology, it is to me the most cutting edge science that I have seen in this world. I am so honored and grateful that I get to use this technology every day with my family and my clients. This is a very big deal, and I am so excited. I love it. So, Wendy, you want to talk about Wendy created this amazing resource?
Yep, I will. So I got started in June of 23 here, and we just blew right through the regular texting and set up Telegram Messenger for a private group. And we were helping people and talking about it in the private group and sharing our happy stories. And then it occurred to me, it's like, this is great, but other people should be hearing this. People who aren't even involved yet should be hearing what's possible, because that will spur them to be like, oh, my uncle could use this. Oh, I need this for my son. Because until you know what's being done with it, you just don't really know. So we opened up a page at Telegram called, they call it a public channel, and anybody can go and get it. So if you already have a Telegram account, all you have to do is look for this right here, or you can ask the person that invited you tonight, and they will give you the link to go look at that. And if you don't have an account, you can click on the link and it'll ask you to set up an account, or you can go ahead and set up an account for yourself by going to telegram.org and setting up your account and going from there.
Thank you.
And we have posted lots and lots of great stories of the work that we're all doing out there, all the different QLAs who are, not every QLA is doing work on other people and sharing the information, but the ones who are very active have some wonderful stories.
Yes, for sure.
And Connie, I know we're closing it up, so but when we're done, we want to go back. I want to be able to get into the chat room and leave some information for people to learn more about the core products.
Okay, great. Thank you. So, our friend Albert Einstein says the future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. So I hope you could see that now. Now, if you're on and watching this video, if you have not received a complimentary inner voice session, please contact the person who invited you to the presentation in order to receive that. It's our gift to you. So this concludes our, this is the informational part about Solex. I will tell you, if you want to be a customer, like we said, it's less than $5 a day. So you can be a preferred customer. It's only $149 a month, no contract. Now, if you want to do the business, that's the conversation we're going to have next. So somebody who is a business owner within Solex, we are called Quantum Living Advocates. It's still the $149 a month. Again, no contract. And there's an annual business fee of only $49, which just makes me laugh because I've had different businesses throughout my life. I'm 52. I started my first business when I was 13. I had a piano studio that ran for 25 years. It cost me a lot more money than $49 a year to have my business run. So in this, we also have a loyalty program. So that means if you have 3 consecutive months on our auto ship, which is like the software or some of the core products, doesn't matter. If you've had a subscription for 3 months in a row, on the fourth month, you're going to get a 30% off coupon. And so that's one way that we thank our customers and our quantum living advocates for staying active in the business. You could get unlimited number of scans. So like the sky's the limit as far as who you'd like to scan, unlimited client profiles, and unlimited those stuffy playlists that make such a difference. So I'm going to tell you, I believe this. So actually, when I was a beta tester, I actually paid $199 a month, and we just had a few modules. So when the company actually launched, they lowered the price to $149 a month. And Lauren has promised us it's never going to go up. They continue to pour more and more into it, and it never goes up. So, so did you know that in addition to the wellness benefits you receive by our software, you actually have an income generator in your hands? So one of the things I noticed right away, there's supplement savings because you could actually scan in the frequency of the supplements that you take, scan your body and see which ones you actually need to be taking that day. That was a new concept to me. When I would learn about a supplement, like, oh, got to take vitamin D3 and K2. Well, I would just add that into what I was already taking. Oh, well, magnesium is so great. You need, it does 60 different things or 600 different things. Well, I better add magnesium in, and then, oh yeah, you got to have vitamin C and you got to have zinc during flu season, and add those in. And and it never even occurred to me that if my body actually needed it or not. I was spending about $600 a month in my household on I have like literally a whole cabinet of supplements. And I mean, it was just a whole ordeal. Knowing I just need to take the ones that my body actually needs, I'm saving a ton of money, way more than the $149 a month. I was ahead just in supplements. And there's tax benefits because that the $49 fee that's annual unlocks, I'm not a CPA, it unlocks, you are now eligible for over 480 different tax deductions. See your CPA to get a list of those. That's not what I'm here for, but I'm telling you, just that $49 a month opens up tax benefit savings because now your software is a deduction as well as your internet and your phone. Those are just some of them. It's an additional revenue stream. I have clients that pay me to run the scans for them because sometimes they don't want to have the technology. So I've built a little practice that is an additional revenue stream. You can also build a Solex team. Wendy and I and Troy, who's on here, we're building a team, and that is passive residual income for life. You also, with the MindSync software, it really shifts your limiting beliefs. So it's around everything, but it includes shifting your limiting beliefs about income and abundance. And I will tell you, I just did some number crunching just recently, and my Solex business, and because I've been using MindSync for a little over a year now, my business has grown by 350% this year. And I am telling you, it's because of the software. And so I say, change your frequency, change your life. And boy, oh boy, every day is proof of that. So when opportunity knocks, here's the thing. You want to be at the right place at the right time. It means everything. So I don't know about you, but I missed out on the growth opportunities of all these companies. No one called me and said, hey, invest in Walmart when Walmart was just getting started, or Starbucks or Zoom, or like all of these that are big businesses now that the early investors have made a lot of money, but no one called me. Well, guess what? What if you could get a second chance to be in the right place at the right time? Well, guess what? Now you can. So we are the first to market opportunity. I'm telling you, no one else has this technology. That's considered in the business world a blue ocean strategy. We are the first to market. It is disrupting one of the world's biggest industries. The healthcare industry is one of the biggest industries in the world, and this is a worldwide opportunity. We have had over 124% growth over the past 3 years. We've had 41% annual growth over the past 2 years. Now, this is in an industry where the growth rate in the industry is 6.4%. So look at these numbers. Now, is this something that you might want to be involved in? So when you're looking at opportunities, there's 6 pillars of what a sustainable business looks like. First of all, you got to look at you. What do you want? What are you aligned with? What excites you? You got to consider that, right? You also want to look at the industry. We just talked about the industry. You want to look at the company. What's the company doing within the industry? Do they have integrity? Do they line up with your core values? Are they growing and expanding? Look at the services and products. Are they unique? Are they superior to what's out there already? What kind of rewards do they offer? What kind of compensation do they have? Do they have a loyalty program? And what kind of training and support do they have such that you could actually succeed in the business? When we're in balance in all of these areas and we work in synergy, we have a model for success. I get excited about this. So we have team resources and support, and I'm going to say like no one else. Um, I have a whole, what I have developed for our team is like a business in a box. It is like I franchised this opportunity and you have access to that. Wendy has developed this amazing group. In addition to the testimonial group, we have a team chat. So if you need instant communication with us, we're there. She also has a website that has amazing support and resources. We have a YouTube channel that we have training and support. I mean, it's like I just uploaded 2 more training videos just this afternoon. And then we're going to be uploading this one too. So we are here to support you and your business. This is something that we are doing full time. There's weekly support from the corporate office. We have a weekly YouTube presentation Wednesdays at 7:30 Central. We have getting started training with Solix University. We have biannual events. The one in March is virtual, and then the one in September is in person. Solix University is beyond the getting started. We have 3 phases, and we have other classes within Solix University. We have mentoring with the person that you're going to be enrolling with, and then there's even leadership training. We have quarterly calls. When you reach a certain level in leadership, they have training calls too. It is, I'm telling you, we have everything you need to succeed. You just get to plug in. So you get to decide. Oh, go ahead. Did you want to say something, Wendy? Oh, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. And when you reach a certain level of leadership, you get invited to a leadership conference, which is separate from the yearly conference that they have.
Yes.
And that's for platinum and above, and they treat you like royalty. You want to get there because it's just way too much fun.
It is. It's amazing. We get to spend 3 days with Lauren and Kai and Shelby and Jake and the other Jake that does videos. I mean, like it's
And
yeah,
that was a $2 million Airbnb, and they
oh, at
took us
least.
to a play outside. They paid for all of our meals. It was
They
really
had we had gift
fantastic
bags when we got there. They had gift bags for us.
with
Yeah.
really nice stuff in it.
Yes, they know how to treat their leaders.
They do.
And you and I and Troy, and then we had another person on our team also qualified for the company cruise, and we're all going in March. And they'll have some training on that too. And anyone, regardless of what your rank is, can earn the cruise. The next cruise is going to be in the Caribbean. This cruise that we're getting to go on in March is in the Mexican Riviera.
I've been thinking about that cruise, Connie, because of course it's dead of winter and I can't wait
I
to be
know.
on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. But all I could think of is like the 5 years I spent like in the courthouse. I'm like, never are you in the history of man going to get get the ability to show off your hard work and effort, and then the government will put you on a cruise for that. So yeah,
Exactly.
I
You
feel
mean
so blessed.
the judge didn't send you on a cruise every year for all your
He
hard?
left me, would have, but no, he didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't get that in most jobs do not have that opportunity. So now you get to decide, would you like to be a PC, which stands for preferred customer, or QLA, which is our quantum living advocates. So you might just start with a software subscription. That's good. We have good, better, and best. Or you may want to buy some of the business tools. We do have a unique discount that you get when you first enroll. There's product packages that you can get. And you also, like best is like you might be just all in. I want the software, I want the business tools that I could use it with other people, and I want the supplements and the high frequency food for my family. You get to choose. I'm going to briefly go over the compensation plan, which is how we get paid. On the first purchase that you have with someone, you get what's called our liftoff bonus. It's 65% of all the points from that order. It's very generous. 65% of the order is their liftoff bonus. I love those liftoff bonus checks. Then on a month to month basis, you earn 45% on the points from the orders placed by your personal enrolled customers and QLAs. Then as you rank up, so like the first rank is if you have three directs, like three QLAs that are direct to you. Okay. That gets you to the bronze level. You have to achieve that rank in 3 different months. Now, you don't have to do it in 3 consecutive months. It just has to be 3 months. Then you get a one-time bonus that's typically double of what your monthly bonus is. So then you'll also get that monthly bonus once you keep earning that at that level. Then we have this, it's called the bonus pool and accelerator. And really, this is like profit sharing. So each pool shares revenues received by the company. So after everything has been paid out, then up to 42% of revenues before shipping and tax then are put into a pool. And then you get shares of this pool. So to me, that's like profit sharing, right? And so depending on who is in your organization depends on what kind of pool share that you earn. Then we also have retail. Some people just see the opportunity. That's not necessarily for them, but you know what? They fell in love with that wand, or they fell in love with that mat, and or they fell in love, with one of our other amazing products, and they just want to buy it one time, and they're willing to pay a little bit more because they're not making a commitment of any kind. And then we get this retail bonus, which is the difference between the loyalty pricing that we have and the retail price. Plus, we get those points too. So it's a very, very generous compensation plan. I will tell you, it's more like a hybrid plan that they really pay the people that are doing the work. So it's kind of like an affiliate because you get paid most on the people that you directly bring in. It's not like there's other companies out there that you could enroll 1 or 2 or 3 people and then never go to work again and never enroll one more person. And then your team is building your income. You're not building your income. And those are the companies that are now being shut down because they cannot sustain paying that way. So what I love about this is if you do the work, you're the one getting paid. So we have some upcoming team Zoom events. So normally at the end of the month, we have a Q&A, and this month for December, because of the holidays, the way the holidays fall, we are not doing our monthly Q&A. Again, if you have any questions, though, reach out to us. We're here. So in January, Wendy does this amazing job of the history and science of frequency medicine. And it's the whole presentation just focused. It's more detailed than what I do in my presentation. So if you want to learn more about the history and science of frequencies, you definitely want to plug in Thursday, January 9th. Thursday, January 16th, we have the same presentation. So if you liked what you saw and want to bring other people, mark that on your calendar. All of the Zoom calls are at 7:30 Central Time. Sunday, January 19th. So every month we have a business building Zoom where, again, we give you new ideas. And I'm telling you, I give you the tools that you need to build the business. I got a call today from one of my people that I work directly with, and she just saw some of our recordings that I did on social media. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, Connie, you just showed me how to do 30 days of posts, and like you're helping me build my business." And I said, "Yes, that's what yes, that's what we do." So there's a whole year now of training videos from this last year for business building. And so we're just going to keep adding to that. And then next month, Tuesday, January 20th, we'll be back doing our Q&A Zoom. So I just want to be the first to welcome you and thank you. Welcome to our team. This is the group that was there at our leadership retreat last June. And so from all of the leaders inside of Solex, welcome to the team.
Okay, I'm going to pop in